Hello and welcome back to my channel. So today I have another Sims 4 speed build for you, and I decided to do another pack limited build. I know I've been doing a lot of those lately, but this one is for Get Together. And this is like one of the corner lots in Windenburg, and I don't very often actually build in Windenburg, especially not in this like city portion that we're in right now. But basically I decided to build like a little cottage. I know that's kind of funny considering we do have like a cottage pack, but I don't know, that's what I was feeling. So we created a little like tiny home cottage here in Windenburg, and I think it turned out so cute. You can see I'm messing a lot with the roof and trying to get that quite right, like with a chimney as well. And this is up on the Sims 4 gallery if you'd like to download it under my ID Spice and Sprinkles, all one word and all lowercase, and down in the description if you want to see it written out. And as usual, if you want to download it, change it, do what you want with it, feel free to do so, and let me know like if you plan on downloading it and like if you have a family in mind. I didn't actually have a sim in mind for this one. I was just kind of building like what I thought was kind of cute. So sometimes I like to think about the build in terms of what kind of sim would live here, but like this one, like I said, I just wanted to build something kind of cute. And honestly, I don't feel like I use these like wallpapers very often, so this was kind of fun. And I will say I struggled so much with the column because I don't know, like I wanted it to look like it matched, but there were so many of them I just didn't feel like worked. I think there were some that worked maybe like not in Get Together or base game in like another pack, but you know, that's not what we were doing. So I actually ended up pulling a column out of debug and putting it there. But fun fact, it made it to where the sim wouldn't be able to go in the house. So in the final version of this home, the column is changed out for a different one because the sim just wouldn't go in the house for some reason. So that was kind of fun to discover. So this has been play tested if you were wondering and you wanted to download it. And also I apologize for kind of like all of a sudden there being landscaping. I don't know what I was doing. I think when I was like when I was landscaping, I like randomly paused it because I was trying to decide like on the column, but then I forgot to like unpause my recording, so it like missed some of the stuff. So again, apologies for that. Like I was recording and I was like, oops. Well, I guess some of that will be missing. But anyways, you can still see me like working on it a lot and trying to figure out what I wanted for this space. And I thought it'd be really cute to have like a little bench out in the side yard and also to have a little gardening space as well. I do try to put some skill building in all of my builds so that your Sims actually have something to do. And I thought having some gardening out in front of this cottage would be so cute. And in case you're wondering, the fence is out of like the debug live edit objects. And I still need to figure out like the difference between the two. I always have both of them on like almost all of the time. So I kind of don't remember which objects come from where. But anyways, so just adding in a lot of terrain paint here to just kind of make this look a little more, I don't know, realistic, like having that dirt everywhere and everything. And I thought about putting some like spandrels right there, but I don't know, none of them looked quite right, so I didn't do that, so I took those out. But I did do a little bit of experimenting with that to see, you know, if I liked the way it looked. And I will say the windows change a little bit on the outside of the build, like some of their positioning just based on like once I was actually inside the build, them needing to move. So this was a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom home, and there's a little office space as well. So again, I did include a computer, so your Sim should be able to do all the things they need to do. And originally I thought right there, kind of, you see me just wall off and put a door there, I thought that would be maybe where I put the bathroom, but I actually do end up moving it and the kitchen goes there. So that was kind of fun. So like the kitchen is actually pretty tiny and it's like kind of like over in that nook, and then the bathroom is actually kind of on the front of the house instead. And you can see like when I drew where I was going to put the bedroom, I had to move the windows a little bit so it like made more sense. But I do end up having this like really cute little cozy living room with a fireplace and everything, and I really like the way it turned out. And the same thing just kind of for all of these spaces, they're kind of like cute and cozy, and I thought it just looked amazing. Honestly, like I feel like doing these limited pack builds really expands like like and challenges my building in The Sims, if that makes sense. Like I feel like, you know, having to really concentrate on only certain items makes me appreciate each pack a little bit more, because I didn't like start playing The Sims at the beginning, so some of these packs that came out before I started, I just kind of got them all at one time, and so I didn't really get to like concentrate on the items in them. And also, like, before I was doing YouTube as well, like, I didn't really necessarily go through the items like as intensely as I do when I'm making like a build by overview or something like that, if that makes sense. But we end up using this really cute wallpaper, and it's got like the floral on it, and then bringing some of those blue tones from the wood in there into the living space. And you could see earlier, like, in order to resize that rug to get it kind of exactly how I wanted it, I did use the tool mod. So in case you're wondering, it's not CC, it's just a mod that helps you build in The Sims. So like, you can resize rugs exactly the size you want them, which is super helpful if you've ever tried to like size up or size down a rug because you really wanted to use it and it totally doesn't fit in the space. So I do use that, and I use the tool mod a little bit later on too, because I end up in the, I believe it was this one, in the bathroom. Yes, in the bathroom, I end up having like a double sink, and I wasn't happy with like any of the mirrors that were in the game, at least between this pack and base game. But I did really like one of them, but it was like a vertical mirror and I wanted it to be horizontal. So I end up rotating it. So you'll see a little bit later, like the mirror magically is like turned so that it's horizontal. And I did cut out that footage because I'm not gonna lie, I'm not like super good with the tool mod. That took me forever. I don't know why, but it took a little bit. I'm still getting used to the tool mod. I feel like I mostly use it to like resize items more so than like changing them on an axis, which is what I was trying to do with that mirror. But anyways, I cut that out so you don't have to like necessarily see me do all of that, because it took a little while, and I looked up like a YouTube tutorial on how to do it while I was sitting here building. I had to take like a quick time out to like watch something to figure out how to do this properly, but it was well worth it because I think it looks so cute and it looks so perfect. And in this space, we put this lovely desk, and I don't know if I've actually ever really used that desk before, to be honest, but I thought it looked really nice in this space. And I kind of sized down that bookcase and put it behind that chair because I just felt like there was something missing in the living room, and I think that filled out the space really nicely, since obviously being a limited pack build, we're kind of limited on what kind of wall decorations we have in terms of pictures and like other wall items. And then I do include that chalkboard kind of above the desk because I figured maybe that's where they take notes or have a schedule or something like that. I kind of like the thought of that's where the sim kind of keeps their stuff together. And in this space for the kitchen, I tried to put stuff on that shelf, but I was having like kind of a hard time. Again, I guess I could have used tulle for that, but I didn't try it. I didn't think about it. Now I'm thinking about it. But anyways, and of course we include a fruit bowl in here because we have to. I feel like in all of my builds, almost all of my builds have them, because you know, it's just a thing on my channel. My mom really likes them, and like now my chat on Twitch is always like, okay, where's the fruit bowl? We need a fruit bowl. So anyways, I try to include it when I can, and I feel like it makes sense. But we do include this like hanging pot holder, which I thought was really cute in this space. And your sim can cook in here. It was play tested. So I was concerned that it was a little bit too low, but it worked out pretty well. And I thought it was a little bit bright in here, so I altered how bright each of those lights was, so it wasn't like as blinding. And so in this space, there is a double bed here. Your sim should be able to crawl over. I don't have a problem with that, but I think some people might in their game. So this is 1 or 2 sims, depending on if your game wants to cooperate. And then just adding a little bit of clutter in here as well. And of course we end up adding a rug, and I end up using that like fruit and flower bowl picture thing. Oh, there's no fruit in that. It's just flowers. I don't know why I was thinking there was. Anyways, we use that on the wall. And end up just putting like a mirror over there. And I feel like this room is pretty simple, but I think it actually turns out really lovely for this space. And then here in the bathroom, like I said, we end up having a double sink, which was really nice. And I believe I ended up with a shower tub combo in here. I was very back and forth while I was building as to like what I wanted to do. I really kind of wanted to have like a clawfoot tub, but I think I ended up swapping it out for that shower tub combo. And then I kind of created a double sink here, and this is where I end up kind of putting that mirror in and having it flip on its side, because that's just like what I wanted, and I thought it would look really nice. And I think it really does. Like, it changes. Like, I wish we could actually swap things on the wall. That would be, you know, that would be a great addition. I'm just saying, like, if The Sims is looking for any kind of ideas for build mode, that would be a really cool one to be able to twist things around on the wall. But if you have any suggestions of things that you want to see on the channel, be sure to leave me a comment down below. And if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And I hope you have a really sweet day. Bye, everybody.